For you shooters that use wads when you're loading your black powder revolver, you may have wondered where they actually end up. Do they actually act like the patch when shooting muzzleloading rifles? And those end up usually 10 to 20 feet down range, and they probably separate from the ball shortly after they leave the rifle barrel. But like, what about wads? How far do they travel before separation? And that's, of course, assuming that separation actually happens. Well, I'm fortunate to have a backyard shooting range, and I use a sand trap so I can recover the bullets or lead that's shot into it. Now, recently I was using wads during some testing, and I thought I should make a video from parts of that testing where I was finding stuff in the sand trap that definitely was not cat poop.
Well, before we shoot the fourth string, I was thinking of checking up here in the sand trap. I have seen wads quite a bit, sometimes in front of the target down here. I'm not spotting any. I'm not taking a lot of time here to do this, but sometimes down this section here. Picked up a couple of them a couple of days ago. Look in the sand. Okay, there's one I'm seeing. They're down there in the shadow of my ugly back head here. Yeah, if that shows up on the camera, pick that one up. I'll set that up here. I think I spotted a couple more. Let's just take a look in here. I wonder if the cat's been back here or not. Where did I see them? What's this? Yeah. One there. One laying over here. And another one over here. That's three. Oh, there's one up there. Pretty sure that's a wad. Where'd it go? Yeah. A lot of sand stuck to that one. Is that one over here? Oh, sure enough. One right there. Oh, look what we got back here. 1, 2, 3. Now we got to ask ourselves how they're getting here. What's that wet thing? Oh, that's an actual wad there too. Oh, another one. Those wet gobs weren't cat poop after all. Those last couple were right back in here in where the bullets are hitting. It'd be pretty hard for those to go around the target, I would think. What's this? That's another one. Let me wipe the dirt off it. Sure. So I gotta ask the question, are those things sticking to the back of the ball and falling all the way up to the target with it? That's quite a little pile of them right there. Well, I know I've shot 18 rounds, but I got close to half of them here. What's this? Is that another one? No, just a piece of paper. Anyway, I'll grab these and take them back up to the... Here's a look at those wads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If I count them right. Anyway, that's a lot of them. Several of those seem to be right in, actually in back of the target, which would mean that they hadn't separated, I wouldn't think. I mean, well, I suppose they could just be following it a foot or so behind it and end up through it, but... So these are the 4 targets that we shot, actually 5 targets here, and the groups are pretty decent. We use wads, of course, on these 5 targets, and what we're going to do is just shoot a couple more. This time we're going to use our paper disc between the ball and the wad, just in the event that maybe the ball is sticking, or the wad is sticking to the ball and following it upstream a bit, so giving it some kind of an aerodynamic issue. And anyway, that piece of paper in there should eliminate that, and we'll see how that goes. Well, because I've been finding a lot of these wads up near the target areas, most of them in the back of the sand area. 2 or 3 of them are actually found directly in back of the cardboard backstop, so I'm suspicious that they're following or getting maybe even stuck to the ball for longer than we'd like to see that. So what we're going to do is try a couple of strings here where we of course powder in there first, then we'll put our felt wad in, and then we're going to put the paper on top of that felt wad, and then the ball is going to go on top of this. So that's going to hopefully keep the wad from sticking to the ball and traveling along with it in the flight, and maybe we'll get a little better accuracy. We don't know. We're going to try that and see how it works. I've got a sixth string going on here, and we loaded up powder, of course, and then the wad, and then a paper disc, and then the ball. So we're going to see if this makes any difference as far as the group size goes. I was walking back from the target here, and I suppose this is about 20 feet from where the gun is shooting. I spotted this paper disc right down here. So those are making it out 20 feet. Anyway, I'm going to shoot one more string of these.
So I think the paper disc may have kept the wads from sticking to the back of the ball, and of course that's assuming that was going on. I don't feel that I've shot enough this way to say what caused the occasional shot to be out of the group. I should do more testing to see if these shots that are out of the group are actually sighting errors. I suppose it's possible the airflow in back of the ball is being affected by the wad that's following too close behind the ball. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching. I hope you found this interesting and possibly now have more information on what can be happening when you're using wads. I'll also be putting together a video about what is possibly causing the lower speeds when loading and shooting using wads.